Hey guys, Mike Frontera here with Retirement Theory. Bear with me a second. I'm locked out of my account. I have to reset my password. Okay, let's go with Open Sesame. Oh, it says I need a symbol. Okay. Oh, it has to be 12 letters. It can't be the same as my last 6 passwords. Ugh, what a hassle. I mean, setting a new password, what could be worse? It's not only a tedious and annoying process, it can also be pretty unsafe. So what's wrong with this whole process of creating passwords? What we are doing when we are creating a password for ourselves most often is repeating same passwords over and over again and using them for all their different sites, or they're using some sequence of numbers like their birthday or their name or something that is easy for a hacker to guess. That puts us at risk because if any one of these passwords happens to get compromised, we can have dozens of our accounts compromised, and that can mean access to our credit card information or bank accounts or worse. So enter the password manager. So what a password manager does is create, store, and automatically fill in the passwords for all the different sites that you and your family use. Now, browsers like Chrome or Microsoft Edge often have password managers actually built right into them, but those password managers are pretty limited. So we at Retirement Theory here use a password manager, and it is tremendously helpful for the dozens and dozens of sites that we need to access, and it also makes access to those sites more secure. So I'll go through the main reasons of why we use password managers, how they work, and then how to find one that's right for you. So why use a password manager? Well, the reason why we use them is to make your life easier and more secure. So with a password manager, you have one master password to keep track of. No more remembering 30 different variations of Open Sesame or whatever it is that you're using. Autofill and log into sites for you. They'll store your credit card information securely, secured notes like PIN numbers, driver's license, passport information, TSA pre-check information, or whatever else that you'd like to store securely. What I like is when it comes to generating a new password, you can generate one instantly without you having to use 1 calorie of brain power. And what I like is that you can securely share a password with a family member, and you can grant access to that password or pull it away anytime that you wish. And so how is a password manager more secure? Well, the first thing is in the strength of the passwords themselves. It's also going to create a unique password for every single site that you want to log into. If you think about how hackers often gain access to your passwords, they'll send you a communication, let's say by email, that is asking for your username and password, and it looks like it's for a trusted site, but it's not. That's called a phishing attempt. And if they gain your password that way and you are using the same password over multiple sites, well, now they have access to all those different sites. Speaking of which, a good password manager will also notify you if a password that you are using that they are storing for you has been compromised as part of a data breach. Okay, so you're on board with getting a password manager. Which one do you pick? Well, a lot of it's going to come down to personal preference. That said, there are a few things that you want to make sure that they have. I'll say I'm not an affiliate for or receive a commission for any different password manager. I don't care which one you use. There are a few popular ones out there. Dashlane, which we use here, 1Password, NordPass, and RoboForm are a few of the most popular ones. And I'll put a link in the description to each one of those. You can check them out on your own. And there's many others that can work. So the 2 big things that you want to keep in mind when looking for a good password manager is 1, the level of encryption. Most of the best password managers use a AES 256-bit encryption technology. And then second, And this one's a real big one. You want to make sure they have either two-factor or multi-factor authentication. The reason is if your master password becomes compromised, a two-factor authentication will keep a hacker from accessing your password list because they would need to get a text to their cell phone, to your cell phone, in order to get access to your password manager. Password managers can be a fantastic value if you want to make your online life simpler and more secure. If you want to stop the madness of scrawling passwords into your notebook and using the same password for 30 different sites and having a fit every time your password expires and you need to figure out a new one, a password manager could be right for you. Got questions for me? Let me know. Come visit me at www.retirementtheory.com or send me an email at mike@retirementtheory.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.